Slop, my man, what is going on?
Just living the dream, my friend. Living the dream. Football season's here, bro.
Football season is here. Had some wild preseason games over the weekend. The Cardinals Broncos Friday night was fun to watch. Saints Chiefs yesterday was pretty entertaining. Niners Raiders though to close it out. Not the best game, but had the Raiders in that one. Didn't think that Trey Lance. Are you a big Trey Lance fan?
No, I don't dislike the guy, but I don't know. I don't think he's like good.
No, I agree. I don't think I don't think he's the guy. So we'll see what the Niners do there in these next couple of weeks. But yeah, love the Raiders there. They looked pretty good yesterday, but preseason, so don't put a whole lot of stock into it. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started. I know we've got probably some of you that are trialing OddsJam right now, so feel free if you've got questions, throw those in the chat. You can always email me as well, Randall at oddsjam.com. And then down here in the bottom right-hand corner on OddsJam, there's a little chat box that you can click that. You can send me a chat. Happy to answer any of the questions that you have. But before we get started, Slop, maybe now more than ever. I know we talk about this every time we're on here, but all of the sports books, got to have them. Football season is coming. These offers, I'll let you get into your futures that you took just yesterday, but these offers across these books are not going to get any better, especially heading into football season. So take advantage of these. These are under the resources tab on OddsJam underneath promotions. They're giving you free money to sign up. And yeah, Slop, why don't you tell the audience what your future play is? We can have some people jump on that.
Saints.
What's that?
You just want me to say the Saints going to win the division.
I've got the shirt on today. Just it's football time.
It is. It is football season. You're right, dude. I know guys that say, hey, well, I'm a DraftKings guy, so I just use DraftKings. And you're like, guys, you can't be a DraftKings guy. You can't be a FanDuel guy. You're a sports bettor. Everybody watching this here is a sports bettor. You're not any type of guy. You might like a book or might like an interface better than the others. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But get every book. Like what are you doing? Like, stop. Like, get every book. You're going to be all set because you have to have every book. There's literally no reason not to. Like, the bet I made yesterday, I think it was plus 120. I don't have it right in front of me. It was the Saints to win the division. After watching them yesterday, I think they're going to win that division. Anyways, those numbers are all over the place. Like they weren't even plus money at some places. So if I happen to be, I'm making this up. If I happen to be a DraftKings guy, I would have had a worse price on a bet than if I was a FanDuel guy. Like, so get every single book, shop the lines. You have to do it, and take the Saints. To be honest with you, FanDuel gave a price boost for division winners. There's no chance that team loses that division. No way. They're going to win like 2 or 3 games, Randall.
Well, and speaking of FanDuel, obviously the $1,000 risk-free bet that you get, again, easy to take advantage of that promo. But did you see the promotion that FanDuel came out with today for the Super Bowl winner? Bet 50, get $5 for every win that your team gets in the regular season. They cap you at 10. So obviously, if your team wins 10 games, it's a free roll.
$50, yeah. Whoa,
yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, we'll make the audience. We'll make the audience come back on Thursday, and how about that? We'll give our futures for that. I still need to.
I got bad news though. I'm not here Thursday.
All right, Monday.
Monday feels perfect for that.
All right, I like it. Monday's perfect. We've got Monday Night Football, and we can give out our FanDuel play. I actually, a couple of years ago, they did this. And I think I took the Packers one year, and I took the Ravens in another year. The Packers, that was the year they made it to the NFC Championship, and they lost to the Niners. But yeah, I had the Packers. They didn't get it done. I think I could have cashed out for like $192 in the middle of that game, but I decided to ride it out. So But it's a no-brainer promo on FanDuel. Like literally, I mean, find a team that you think is going to win 10 games, take it. They make the playoffs, total free roll.
Yeah, no, that's huge. I'm actually just now getting into futures. Like I was so jealous of the people last year that had the Eagles and 49ers on Championship Sunday with, giant plus money tickets on both of them. So no matter what happened, they won. So I'm trying to get 2 teams this year from each conference, but it's slow going. But the Redskins, bro, or not the Redskins. What are they now? The Commanders?
Commanders.
Yep. Okay, yeah, that team. They've had 3 names in the last couple years, so not my fault. But they're one I've been looking at plus 4,000 the NFC. I mean,
hey, Chase Young back, maybe Sam Howell. I do think, though, I'll tell you, I think with Washington, I think they might lose week 1. So you might be able to get 45, 50 to 1.
What if they win, though?
I think if they win, it's probably maybe 38, 59. probably won't change. You're probably right. Yeah, that doesn't move. Won a game they were expected to win. But yeah, let's jump in here to the EV page. So when you're on OddsJam, EV page is definitely the number one page that you want to visit. We're going to show you all of the bets that are out there each and every single day that have value. Looky here, we've got college football.
Oh man, I love it.
Starting to pop up now. One thing we'll talk about these player home runs here in just a second. But on this EV page, you're going to see a column here that's called the width, and this column is very important. If you're looking to enjoy betting, take some player home runs, then this width number is really not all that important. But if you're trying to get in 25 to 50 bets a day and really maximize the opportunities that are out there, you want to set your maximum width to 40. And you'll see that a lot of those plays disappeared for the player home runs, but we still have 62 plays that fit that criteria. So still a lot of opportunities to take advantage of here. We've got a college football game, New Mexico, Texas A&M, under 49, plus 104 on Bet Rivers. So you're already seeing college football. You're going to start seeing NFL. Here's one. This is this Saturday. Bears plus 150 at the Colts. That's an EV play as well. No vig odds are plus 146. The no vig odds, basically what we are doing there is we are showing you what the true odds or what the fair odds should be for this particular line. So anytime you can get a better number than that, you're getting value. So Slop, you were you impressed with Justin Fields? I know Twitter was having a field day with this 3-for-3 stat line, 129 yards with 2 screen passes. That
yeah, I think he had negative air yards, didn't he? Somehow, and had
yeah. I was gonna say I think 2 of them were screens, and I'm not sure about the other one.
Yeah, no, I mean, we'll see. I want him to be good. I do.
I do too.
I just don't know that proves anything. But it's the preseason. It's fun just to get so excited about whatever, because guys show up every year. So, you see guys that they not really come out of nowhere, because it's not like Justin Fields is coming out of nowhere, but you know what I mean, where he just is way better than he was last year. And young guys, that's generally the time when you do it, second, third year.
Yeah, no, 100%. This is definitely the year for Fields. Looking ahead here, we've got a couple of week 1 plays. I'll tell you this game right here, Jacksonville and Indianapolis. If Minshew is the starter against the Jags week 1, I love the Colts. Plus 165. Fair odds are plus 162. You can see if we expand this is the thing about OddsJam. We're showing you all of these books. We're showing you what the fair odds are. Circa, very sharp book out in Vegas, plus 155. So you're getting plus 165 on PointsBet. We can see Caesars is down to plus 143. I love the Colts in week 1 if Minshew starts. But even if he doesn't, tons of value here on the Colts money line here against the Jags. Tons of hype there with Jacksonville, but I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna turn the width off real quick. Slop, I know
built it.
I know you no width for you. It's filters are completely clear, and yeah, I'll let you kind of go into what you do with this page and how you use it for player props.
Well, I mean, go to the top, and the 20% guys they're obviously people when you want to look into. I didn't have Berger today. I think I don't like the pitcher he's going against. Val, I think it's Framber for the Astros, right?
Yeah, I believe you're right.
He doesn't give up a ton of home runs, but I mean, plus 560. I mean, look at the other books. I mean, look at plus 450, plus 320 at Caesars. Imagine taking that at Caesars and then looking at, if you're a Caesars guy and you took that at plus 320 and then your FanDuel friend has plus 560. It's like that's not even remotely, that's not even the same bet, at all. So no, there is that.
Not at all.
So, I mean, he's someone to look at. Stanton is the one that I like the most off this page. He's been sitting there all day. Max Fried, I think he's gone deep off him in his career once. Hadn't seen him too much, but it's like Judge comes back and all of a sudden he's in the plus 400s now, Stanton. That makes no sense to me. So that one is one that I would bet literally right this second. I'm actually going to do that right now.
Yeah, so with Stanton here, just to go in a little bit, a little more in depth kind of on what his value is. So the fair odds for Stanton should be plus 350. You're getting plus 420 on FanDuel. So 15% edge. Caesars plus 310. Again, huge line discrepancy here. Plus 420 on FanDuel. Actually, Slop, no other book is giving you over plus 350. Is that right? Yeah, no book is giving you over plus 350 for Stanton. So plus 420. Huge.
One thing I will say, though, whenever you're messing around at FanDuel, make sure the guy is in the lineup. Because one reason why you are getting a better number is because they don't void. So if your guy is, let's say he gets sat tonight, you're kind of in trouble just because he's going to have to hit a pinch hit home run. Like, what if he comes in the game? It always happens. Like, late in the game, all of a sudden this guy shows up. You're like, dude, he's only going to get one at bat, and he has to hit it over the fence right away. But I'm checking right now. So the Braves lineup is out. Yankees lineup is out, and he's batting fourth.
So he's in. So
yeah, that's a play.
Stanton to hit a bomb tonight. So if you're on the EV page, if you're using OddsJam, this is very easy to add this to your bet tracker. Now, don't want to get this confused that, if you hit this plus sign here, it automatically throws it into your FanDuel account. That is not the case. But with OddsJam, you can track your bets. So if we wanted to bet this, or let's just say Slop here, he bet it. You just bet it. So we can put, the amount that you bet. We'll just say $25. You save it. If you go to your bet tracker now, you can see that bet will be there. If you go to your dashboard and then to your bet tracker tab, if I can get it to open here. Try it in another window. But anyway, what it will do is it'll track your bets, and then once the game is final, we will actually grade that for you. So you don't have to do anything. You can see that this is pending, 15% EV. Right here, we can see that the closing line is plus 348. We got plus 420. So great bet here. You're definitely going to beat the closing line. And then, like I said, if this wins, it'll grade it as a win or a loss. And then if you're looking at the dashboard, you can see your history of bets that you've placed while using OddsJam. So nice to do that. And I know Slop, once NFL season hits, we're going to start tracking some bets from the EV page. So we'll be able to track profit and loss there as well. So that's how you play.
I'm going to get excited about the psycho filter for NFL. Like, I don't know what that's going to return. You know what I mean? Like, what
so I did set that up. I set up the psycho filter. So here it is right here. It's it's everything, huge plus money.
Yeah, it's no
For
width and no maximum odds, right?
Yep, no width, no maximum odds. It's just anything you want to bet
That's
is the cycle
borderline.
filter. So I think when we do that, we'll try to hit. We may not bet them all, but we'll at least track these plays so that you guys can kind of see, see what they are. But yeah, this is your famous filter, or the filter you made famous, the
That
cycle
is
filter.
that filter is ridiculous. Keep in mind though, guys, like it's called a psycho filter for a reason. Just so you know, you know what I'm saying. Get some 1 unit bets from the others. That's all I'm saying. But definitely hit the psycho filter every now and then. I have a great time with it.
Yeah, so we'll have some fun with that. And speaking of the filters, one thing you can do on OddsJam is you can set these filters up for whatever you want. So if you're that Caesars guy that we've talked about, which
Damn,
hopefully
dude.
by the end of this you're not just a Caesars guy, but if you are that Caesars guy, you can set this filter up to only show Caesars plays, and that's what it will do. But what you'll notice is there are 9 plays with Caesars. If we add, let's say, MGM, Barstool, we'll add FanDuel, and let's add Flip. If we add all of these books, we now go up to 50. So 41 more plays by adding 4 more sports books. So if you're going to use OddsJam, if you're going to be successful, EV betting is all about volume. We give this example probably almost every time on the show. I know you love it, Slop, but it's the flipping of a coin. And
Ooh, the coin.
the coin. And if we're going to flip this coin 10 times and it has a 52% chance of landing on heads, it may land tails 7 times, heads 3 times. So in the short term, it's a losing proposition. But if we're going to flip that coin 1,000 times, then you're actually going to make money long term. So we have an article on OddsJam. If you go to if you search variance on OddsJam, you can actually find it. But basically, it talks about volume. It talks about variance. There are going to be ups and downs in sports betting, and essentially, if you place 250 bets and 125 of them have an edge, so that means that 125 of those bets beat the closing line. So at least 50% of the time, your chances of profiting are right around 79%. So after 250 bets, you have almost an 80% chance of profiting. If you bump that number to 1,000, it now becomes 89%. So almost 90%. Still a 10% chance that after 1,000 bets, you don't profit. But you can see how just the law of large numbers and, betting as many of these plays from the EV page with that maximum market width of 40 it is so important. Obviously, if you want to have a little bit more fun, you want to bet player home runs, you can do that. But if you're going to bet player home runs, you might as well do so from the EV page. Find the guys that have the most value, that are going to give you the most bang for your buck, as opposed to betting something that's much less. So this is kind of the EV page here in a nutshell. One other thing that I like, and I specifically like this for kind of Monday night football, Sunday night football, Thursday night football, is you can search by game. So we know that there's a play on the Colts, so I'll just go ahead and search that. But you can see that, let's say the Colts were playing tonight for Monday night football. You could search Colts, and so you could look for EV plays for that specific game. So the Yankees play tonight. Let's say you want to place a bet on the Yankees Braves game. Here are all of the bets that have value for that particular game. So if you're going to bet on a guy to go over 1.5 hits, instead of just throwing a dart to do so, take Austin Riley plus 220.
Ooh.
It has expected value. So that's a really cool feature on OddsJam, is if you're looking to watch a specific game. Everybody loves to watch games and sweat out a bet. So at least do so with a mathematical edge. We got a few questions here in the chat wanted to get to. Corey, I know you wanted to shop Garrett under 16.5 pitching outs. Slop, do you know what team he plays for? Because I do not.
Who?
I'm assuming, is it Bryce Garrett?
Bryce Garnett.
Maybe it is Garnett. Maybe it was auto correct. Is he pitching today?
Braxton Garrett, my bad.
Braxton Garrett. What team is he on?
Marlins.
Marlins. All right. So Corey here wants us to shop. So on OddsJam, you can shop all of these lines. We have so many markets that you can search for. And so up here in this search bar, I just search for the Marlins. We want our main market. We're going for, what did he say? Pitching outs. So we can search pitching, and let's see here. Do I have that? Maybe we don't.
Yeah,
Maybe
we have outs.
we do have outs, don't we? Let me look here.
Yeah.
There it is. Player outs. So player outs. So we can see here Braxton Garrett. So you wanted to search that, you wanted to shop that 16.5 there, Corey. So if you were wanting to bet that, if you're wanting to take the under, minus 105 on Fliff. If you want to take the over, plus 104 on hot streak. But
Bet Rivers has 15.5.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a great point. Yeah. You can actually, if you want to take the over 15.5, you can get minus 124 on Bet Rivers. So, yeah, good call if you're looking to do 16.5 minus 105 on DraftKings. But again, this is a perfect example, Slop, of having multiple books.
Yeah,
Why would you lay, minus 105 over 15 or over 16.5 when you can lay minus 124 and get over 15.5? So big number.
Look at the under, Randall. Under 16.5. You're laying 133 somewhere when you can lay minus 110 somewhere else.
Yeah, minus 133 on Caesars, minus 105 if you have Fliff, minus 110 on MGM. So yeah, huge there. So hopefully that helps you out, Corey, in line shopping there. It looks like the no vig odds for that particular market is minus 106 plus 106. So you would want to try to get something a little better than that, which you could do that by taking it on Fliff.
Yeah, you'd have to even BetMGM is one tick high, one tick.
Yeah.
Oh no, my bad. They're minus 110. Yeah, so it's not.
Yeah, minus 110. So it would be a negative EV play.
Negative EV.
You're closer to that minus 106 than you are laying 133. That's for sure.
Yep.
Let's see. Adam, worst NFL record, Vegas 13-1 on FanDuel. We do not. I don't believe we have the worst record in the NFL. 13-1 for Vegas. That seems. I would think there would be a book with a better line than 13-1.
I don't think we have that market, do we?
No, that's not a market we have. But I would think you could get a better number.
One we don't, to be honest with you. I'm always shocked at how many we actually have. You know what I mean? There was some I didn't even know existed when I was looking up, some of them, and I find it like that.
Yeah, no, tons of markets. That is one we don't have. But yeah, I would shop around. I would say there's a book with a better number on Vegas than 13-1. I mean, I would think the Cardinals are definitely favored. Texans got to be down there. Panthers probably.
What about the Rams?
Rams are probably down there. Yeah, I would think you could get a better number than 13-1 on Vegas. But I like the Rams. I could see the Rams being. What if
Stafford doesn't play?
What's that?
What if Stafford doesn't play?
Right.
We don't know.
Right?
Yeah, Statson's getting in there. Yeah.
Yeah. So, let's see. One other question. What is the width size? So width size is 40. So that's my max. So if I'm on the EV page, I set that maximum width to 40. And then I just try to bet as many of those plays as I can that show up with that maximum width of 40. Just becomes.
Tell them what the market width is, because a lot of guys don't know what that is.
Yeah, no, good question. So market width is essentially how efficient the market is. So this number, the lower it is, the more confident these sharper books are, which we're using to determine the no vig odds. So the wider that this market is, the less confident the books are in the line. So essentially there's not enough two-way action on both sides for the books to be able to say, hey, this is the line, we're comfortable with it, come bet it, whatever side you want. So when the market width is lower, you see lines that are much more efficient. So like this Colts Jags game is a perfect example in week 1. I mean, it's not an ARB, but you can see Caesars is minus 170, points bets plus 165. Fair odds are minus 162, plus 162 both ways. But like, this is a perfect example of how efficient like this market already is. It's a money line. So traditionally, I mean, money lines are going to be a lot more efficient. Point spreads are going to be a lot more efficient. But this is this is a pretty tight market. And we're still, a ways out. I mean, FanDuel here's 30 cents. They're 27 cents on Caesars, 30 with MGM. PointsBet definitely has the biggest discrepancy. But what this tells me right here is, PointsBet is offering 165 because they have liability on Jacksonville. Lines move in all of the sports books. So if you're looking to bet this at Caesars, this line tells me that Caesars maybe has a little bit more Colts liability than they do the Jags. So that's why you can get the Jags minus 170 on Caesars and why it's minus 200 on PointsBet. So just something to think about when you're betting. But yeah, the lower this number, the more confident these no vig odds are, meaning that there's been two-way action on both sides. So
Tyson, like the giant width, Randall.
What's that?
That's why I like those giant widths, because you can parlay two guys. They have no idea. Like, nobody knows is what they're saying to you. Like, whenever you see plus 800 at one book and plus 450 at another, like, nobody has a clue. These are very smart people, and they cannot get it, even within 400 of each other sometimes.
Exactly, yeah, and that's a great point. Wider widths definitely mean that the books aren't as confident, but that's an advantage for you. And I mean, Slop, you understand that you're not going to hit every home run prop that you hit. That's not why you bet them. You bet them because there's value there, and you found value. But yeah, you're exactly right. The wider the market, the less confident they are in those lines, but can also mean a lot more variance in taking guys to hit home runs, which makes perfect sense. So one last page I wanted to show you guys, and then got one more question, and then Slop and I are going to call it a day. I've got to run and pick my daughter up. But on here on the arbitrage page, this is a great place to basically just make risk-free money. So if you are looking to make risk-free money, you can use this ARB page to do just that. Let's say, for example, that you were able to use both of these books. You could bet $100 on the over 1.5 total runs, 191 on the under. You're going to make a risk-free $3.50. So arbitrage is a great way to build up your bankroll if that's what you're looking to do. So I always like to show this page. It's a good place to get started. One question that I get asked a lot is, how do I ARB, Sandoval here with underdog? And basically what that means is if you see one of these player prop apps on the ARB page, it means that the under 5.5 is a strong play, and there's value there. So that's what those mean whenever you see those. Tyson asked about pitching outs being added to FanDuel. I will share that with the engineers just as soon as we end this stream and see if we can get those added in. But
do they have pitching outs there?
I don't know. Maybe they don't in Massachusetts, but maybe they do in other states.
I haven't. I mean, I can check. I saw one thing that had changed there yesterday, so in the pitcher category, but I don't think it was a different market. Hang on, I'll look right now.
All right.
I don't think they have them there, unless maybe it's a state thing.
Yeah, could be a state thing, but yeah, Tyson. Nonetheless, I will ask the engineers.
Oh, they do have them.
They do.
Wow. Yeah. No, so they have 2+ total strikeouts in first inning, 3+ total strikeouts. Those are electric. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
We'll have to get those player outs added in. So we'll we'll be back on Thursday, or I guess I'll be back on Thursday. Slop, same time, same place. You'll be back with me on Monday, but we'll do this again next week together. I'll be back this Thursday on my own, 4 p.m. Eastern. So if you guys want to tune in, we'll run through the EV page, kind of talk some strategies, how to best use OddsJam. And as always, if you've got any questions, email me, Randall@oddsjam.com. Hit me up in the chat box in the bottom right hand corner, and happy to answer your guys' questions. So Slop, I'll see you on Monday, and I'll see the rest of you on Thursday of this week.
Later, guys.
See you guys.